So this is just going to be a quick video talking about how to negate sentences in French with different adverbs. So we're going to start off by talking about just a general method. Then we'll talk about some common ways to negate them, so using those different adverbs, and then we'll finish off by talking about some examples. So how to negate a sentence. So the most commonly used way to do this is using ne and pas, which means not. So the negation always goes in between the first conjugated verb in the sentence, regardless of any other verbs that you have in there. So one example of this would be, I do not want pizza for lunch. So in this sentence, want is your verb, and the French translation of that is vouloir. So you have, je ne veux pas la pizza pour le déjeuner. And then another really important thing to keep in mind is that if your conjugated verb begins with a vowel, you're going to use an apostrophe. So you will never use n with that. So an example of this is using the verb like, which is aimer, so it starts with an A. I don't like my French teacher. Je n'aime pas mon prof de français. So now getting into some really commonly used adverbs, so different ways to negate them. So we talked about ne and pas, so that just means not or not at all. Then you have ne pas encore, not yet, ne pas non plus, neither or not either. You have pas toujours, not always. Ne jamais is never, that's also really commonly used. And then you have ne nullement, not at all, ne plus, no more. And then the last one here, only, is a little weird, just because it doesn't really seem like a negation, but in French it is. You're going to use ne and que. So finishing off with some example sentences. So I have not done my homework yet. So not yet is ne pas encore. So you have je n'ai pas encore fait mes devoirs. He doesn't like pizza either. So not either would be ne and then pas non plus. So il n'aime pas non plus le pizza. And then I am never late to class. Je ne suis jamais en retard en classe. And then this is the weird one, only. I only have 2 classes this year. So have is your first verb that you have in the sentence. So you have je n'ai que 2 cours cette année. And then lastly, I do not like coffee at all. So je n'aime pas du tout le café. So that concludes this video. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. It's just kind of a matter of memorizing those different ways to negate sentences, and then just placing them in between the first verb.